here at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom and check it out today. Gonna record some shows for you guys.
It's a sunny Sunday afternoon.
It's lovely.
Are you ready to see some tigers? Awesome, well, then let's get started. Our first animal ambassador joining us on the stage is our 7-year-old female Bengal tiger, Kismet. Kismet is currently our smallest tiger here at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, weighing in at around 300 pounds. Kismet's going to start us off by running from point A to point B in a behavior that we call an A to B run. Now, this gives you a pretty good idea of just how fast tigers can move. Tigers can reach a top speed up to 35 miles per hour. Now, they're not really long-distance runners, they're more short-distance sprinters, but they're able to reach that top speed in only 2.5 strides. So their acceleration is very impressive. Next, Kismet is going to head over to the fence line on the right side of the stage so that she can perform a behavior called a fence rise to give you an idea of just how big tigers can be. Now, when on all 4 legs, Kismet might not look particularly tall, but as you can see, when she's up on her hind legs, she stands significantly taller than her animal care specialist, Justin, and is probably around 7 feet tall or so. Now, this position is a great way for us to take better care of our pets. We can get a full 360-degree view of the tiger's entire body, as well as draw blood from their rear leg vein, which becomes more pronounced due to the added pressure from the weight of standing on their hind legs. Next, Kismet is headed over to the left side of the stadium so that all of you can get a closer look at Kismet's size. Now, this fence rise behavior is also a great way for us to administer any vaccinations or medications that our tigers might need so that they can live longer, healthier lives. The average lifespan of a tiger out in the wild is only about 8 to 12 years old. But in a human care facility like ours, that lifespan can easily double into the late teens and early 20s. Next, Kismet is going to head over to our rock so that she can show you just how agile tigers can be by performing a 10-foot jump from rock to rock. Now, tigers aren't quite as agile as their smaller counterparts, such as jaguars, leopards, and cougars, but due to their large size, they can make a 10-foot jump like the one that Kismet's doing right now. Look pretty easy. And as Kismet heads back the other way just for fun, how about a big round of applause for Kismet, folks? Now, here at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, we feed our tigers over 600 pounds of raw meat per week, and we're the ones who are always doing the feeding, and that gets pretty boring. So I'm joined by animal care specialist Talib to ask all of you in the audience, which one of you lucky guests would like to help feed a tiger? You gotta tell us that you want it, you gotta see some enthusiasm. I see you waving your arm in all kinds of places here in the Super Mario shirt. Go ahead, come on down to the very first row right here. And once you reach this first row, you're gonna cut right over that way. You're gonna follow animal care specialist Talib. He's gonna put a big piece of red meat on the end of that highly technical specialized device that we call a meat stick. And we're gonna go ahead and feed that through, and Kismet's gonna do the rest. Great job. How about a round of applause for our volunteer, folks? You now get to brag to your family and friends that you got to feed a tiger. Now, that was pretty fun, and I think we have a little bit more time, so I think we're going to head over to this side of the stadium to see which one of you wants to help feed a tiger. You gotta show us that you're on it. We want to see the passion. How about you right here? Go ahead, same way as before. You're going to head all the way down to this first row. When you reach that first row, you're going to cut to the left, follow animal care specialist Talib. Now, if you do this just right, you might get lucky and Kismet might even have you for dinner sometime. Great job! How about a big round of applause for our volunteer, folks? And keep it going for Kismet as she leaves the stage. And last but certainly not least, make some noise for animal care specialist Talib. Now, Akasha is the same type of tiger as Kismet, who you just got to meet, but one of the key differences you're going to notice when we're working with Akasha is that while we were using big pieces of red meat with Kismet, right now we can use a whole bunch of milk to help motivate Akasha. See, tigers love the taste of milk so much that it acts as an excellent food motivator for them. So animal care specialist Jonah is using that bottle of milk to help get Akasha's attention so that she'll demonstrate a tiger's fighting posture in the wild. When two tigers get into conflict, they rise up on their hind legs in an effort to knock the other tiger down with those enormous paws of theirs so they can thus gain the advantage. How about a big round of applause for Akasha and that wonderful demonstration? Now at some point during this show, some of you are going to be thinking to yourself, well, if tigers are so big, so fast, and so athletic, what's to stop them from climbing out of this enclosure and joining us right here in the audience? Well, I'm happy to say you have nothing to worry about. We're all perfectly safe because tigers aren't skilled climbers. Smaller cats have to adapt the ability to climb to escape from larger predators, but tigers don't have any larger predators, so they never had to adapt this ability. But what tigers lack in climbing ability, they make up for in leaping ability. A tiger can jump 10 feet straight up into the air, and Akasha is going to demonstrate that with a behavior called a tree hop. So she's going to use those powerful rear leg muscles to launch herself in the air, hang on with those 18 razor sharp claws, and then head back down for a graceful 4-paw landing. How about a big round of applause for Akasha, folks? Now, next, Akasha is going to step into the pool so that she can show you a behavior that our tigers here at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom are world famous for. Akasha is going to demonstrate a tiger's natural diving ability. So what's going to happen is she's going to dive in after that piece of meat, hold her ears back, which is an evolutionary adaptation that prevents water from rushing into her ears, keep her eyes wide open so she can find that piece of meat, and bring it back to the surface for a tasty snack. Now, a lot of people don't realize that tigers have this natural diving ability, and that's because they've never seen it before. Most other zoos and animal parks don't have the facilities to demonstrate this behavior, and you don't see it in documentaries because for some inexplicable reason, wildlife photographers don't want to go scuba diving with wild tigers. Now, we got the idea to train for this behavior when we noticed that our tigers had started doing it entirely on their own. Some of our younger tigers would take some of their favorite toys just so that they could put it in the water so they could go diving in after it. Now, the way we trained for this behavior was very simple. We just put those pieces of meat in the shallow end of the pool, moved them farther and farther out until eventually our tigers were diving like Akasha's doing today. Now, as I mentioned, every behavior that you see in this show is a natural behavior, and this is no different. Tigers oftentimes like to get themselves into the water, a lot of times so they can cool themselves off on a hot day like this one. But also, tigers will use the water to go hunting in. The tiger's success rate while hunting on land is only about 1 out of every 20 tries. But a tiger's success rate while hunting in the water is 1 out of every 5 tries. And that's because tigers have a natural advantage over their prey when hunting in the water. A tiger's natural prey can include deer or wild boar, which have very skinny, spindly legs and hooves, which makes it very difficult for them to swim and puts them at a natural disadvantage compared to the tiger with their enormous paws with webbed toes that can stretch out to the size of dinner plates. Well, it looks like Akasha's getting ready to leave the stage, so how about a big round of applause for Akasha, folks? Introduce all of you to Maxim and Mishka. Maxim and Mishka are brother and sister, and they are what are known as Amur tigers. Mishka is the female tiger over here on the right. Maxim is the male tiger over here on the left. And you might know them better by the name of Siberian tigers, but considering they come from the Amur River Valley of southeastern Russia and northern China, they're more accurately referred to as Amur tigers. Now, this is the largest cat in the entire world, and that's because they come from a very harsh cold winter climate, which requires them to pack on a lot of body mass in order to protect their bodies from the cold. Now Maxim and Mishka are headed over to the fence line so they can show you that same fence rise behavior that you saw Kismet doing earlier, so you can see just how big they are. Now Mishka, the female tiger over here on the right, stands over 7.5 feet tall on her hind legs and weighs about 350 pounds, while Maxim, the male tiger over here on the left, when he's standing on his hind legs, can be up to 9 feet tall, and at his heaviest in the winter months can weigh up to 500 pounds. So that's very impressive. Now it looks like Maxim and Mishka are headed over to the rocks, and that's because they're going to do that same rock jump behavior, but this time there's going to be an added twist, which is that Mishka is going to jump over her brother Maxim to demonstrate the amazing familial bond and trust that these animals share. So as they're getting ready to do that, I want all of you to give a nice big round of applause for Mishka as she jumps over Maxim. Great job, Mishka. And now Mishka's going to head back the other way, but this time, I want you all to give it up, make a whole lot of noise. How about a round of applause for Maxim, folks? Now, as the show comes to a close, Maxim and Mishka are going to continue hanging out on stage, interacting with their animal care specialists. And we'd like to invite all of you to come down to the first couple rows so you can get a closer look at these amazing animals. And if you have any questions, our animal care specialist would love to answer any questions that you might have. For those of you who are headed out into the park, my name's David. Our trainers today have been Talib, Jonah, and Justin. And with that, we hope you enjoy the rest of your adventure here at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, folks.